I thought it was just a normal dinner. Just another quiet evening, routine and predictable. Until I dropped my phone under the table and everything changed. The restaurant buzzed with low conversation, the clinking of glasses, the occasional burst of laughter from a nearby table. The air smelled of roasted garlic and warm bread, a comfort I had taken for granted. The dim candlelight flickered against the wine glasses, painting shadows on the crisp white tablecloth. I had been absent-mindedly scrolling through my phone when it slipped from my hand, landing with a dull thud beneath the table. Instinctively, I leaned down, parting my knees slightly to retrieve it, but the moment my fingers reached toward the floor, something made me stop. A feeling, a shift in the air, a strange awareness creeping along my spine. I hesitated, my breath hitching, my eyes adjusting to the dim light beneath the table. And that's when I saw it. My husband's hand, resting on a thigh that wasn't mine. A woman's thigh, bare, smooth, exposed just beneath the hem of an elegant black dress. My stomach clenched as I took in the delicate, manicured fingers draped over his wrist, soft, familiar, but utterly foreign at the same time. Slender, elegant, purposeful. For a split second, I couldn't breathe. The noise of the restaurant faded into a dull hum, my vision tunneling as my body remained half-bent, frozen in the act of reaching for my phone. Was I imagining it? The way his fingers curled, just slightly, in response to her touch. The way she traced small, absent-minded circles against his skin, intimate, familiar. No, this wasn't my imagination. My phone lay mere inches from their intertwined hands, face up, its dim screen reflecting the undeniable scene above it. My own horrified expression stared back at me, wide-eyed and ghostly pale. I should have grabbed it and sat up. I should have pretended I saw nothing, let the moment slip past me like water through my fingers. But I didn't. Instead, I lingered. Time stretched, warped, dragging me deeper into the suffocating reality of what was happening right in front of me. I was invisible. They didn't even notice me, too lost in whatever silent, secret exchange was taking place beneath the tablecloth. The weight of betrayal settled in my stomach like a stone, cold and unmovable. A part of me wanted to shove the table, overturn their illusion of secrecy, watch their faces crumble in real time. But another part of me wanted to wait, to see how far this went. My fingers inched closer to my phone, barely brushing against its smooth surface, but before I could grab it, something shifted. His hand, moving higher, slowly, deliberately. I clenched my jaw, a fresh wave of nausea twisting through my stomach. My pulse pounded in my ears, drowning out the sound of the restaurant around me. I wanted to look away. I needed to look away, but I couldn't, because in that moment, I realized something even worse. I knew whose hand it was. And it wasn't a stranger's. A chill ran through me, my body rigid with the weight of the discovery. My mind raced through memories, piecing together the unthinkable. The familiarity in the way they touched. The ease of it. The silent language between them. I had seen those hands before. Many times. Laughing across from me at family dinners. Texting me casually throughout the day. Someone I trusted. Someone I never, in my worst nightmares, could have suspected. And now, I was trapped in the space beneath the table, staring at the evidence that shattered everything I thought I knew. I had to get out. But I couldn't move. Because if I did, if I made even the slightest sound, I would break the moment. I would force them to see me. And I wasn't ready to see their faces when they did. The weight of my discovery pressed down on me, suffocating, paralyzing. My mind screamed at me to move, to pretend I saw nothing, to climb back into the safety of ignorance. But my body refused to obey. I stayed frozen beneath the table, heart hammering, fingers trembling as I hovered just inches away from my phone. Every second stretched unbearably long, each detail searing into my brain, the way his fingers moved against her skin, the subtle shift in her breathing, the tension crackling between them like something secret, something forbidden. My stomach twisted. This wasn't just a casual touch. This was deliberate, slow, intimate. I felt my breath catch, my body burning with emotions I couldn't untangle: rage, shock, devastation, and something else. Something darker. Something I wasn't ready to name. My pulse thundered as I saw his fingers flex, gripping just a little tighter. The woman's legs parted slightly beneath the table, an unspoken invitation, a silent exchange of desire. Oh my God. A wave of heat surged through me, drowning me in the cruel, suffocating awareness of what I was witnessing. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be watching this. But I couldn't look away. My breath hitched as his fingers trailed further up, tracing a slow, deliberate path along her thigh. The air beneath the table grew heavy, thick with something unspeakable. My fingers curled against the carpet, nails digging in as I fought the warring urges inside me. Expose them, stop this, demand answers, or stay hidden in the shadows, lost in the storm of emotions I didn't know how to process. How long had this been happening? How many nights had I sat across from them, laughing, oblivious, while this betrayal unfolded in the spaces between words, in the lingering glances I had been too blind to see? A lump formed in my throat. My world was unraveling. And still, I stayed. My phone was right there, my fingers barely brushing against its cold, lifeless surface. One quick movement and I could snatch it, sit up, and demand the truth. But the truth was already staring me in the face. A sudden shift. His hand disappearing, retreating like a phantom touch, leaving nothing behind but the ghost of what I had just witnessed. A quiet sigh from the woman. A subtle, knowing smile passing between them as if they had shared a secret language only they understood. And me? I was nothing more than a shadow beneath the table, a silent spectator to my own heartbreak. I finally wrapped my fingers around my phone, gripping it tightly as if it could somehow ground me. My body felt disconnected, weightless, like I wasn't even real anymore. Like I was watching myself from somewhere far away. I knew I couldn't stay down here forever. Slowly, carefully, I pulled myself back up, forcing my expression into something unreadable. My hands trembled as I placed my phone on the table, my mind still spinning, my pulse roaring in my ears. And then I looked at them. My husband. And her. She met my eyes first, her lips curving ever so slightly, almost as if she knew. A challenge. A taunt. And my husband? He didn't even flinch. His face was unreadable, but something in his gaze felt different now. Like he knew the moment had shifted. Like he sensed that I had seen. And yet, he said nothing. Neither did I. Not yet. Because as much as my heart screamed for confrontation, for justice, for the raw, ugly truth, I wasn't ready. Not tonight. Tonight, I would let them believe they had fooled me. But tomorrow? Tomorrow, the game would change. And this time, I would be the one in control.